Good afternoon, late afternoon from Miami, from sunny and not windy Miami, Florida. Now, guys, can you let me know how is the sound? Because I'm working with a different equipment here. Do we have sound? Do we have sound? Let me know. Now, guys, can you let me know how is the sound? Because I'm working with a different equipment here. All right, it looks like we have sound. I heard myself. All right, so welcome to Miami, Florida. Was a little bit of a change in program because then the initial plans were completely different. I was actually planning to do a 3 airport tour. JFK, DC, and Boston. Right now we are here in Miami, Florida, and it was a good choice. It's pretty cold. It's pretty cold in the Northeast. Whilst we see here Avianca Colombia 330-200 freighter coming up here for Runway 7. And so literally a last minute booking brought me here to sunny Miami, Florida, where we have 82 degrees. That is about 27, 28 degrees Celsius for you guys overseas. And it couldn't be any more beautiful. It's a little bit humid, but you know what? Let's not complain. Let's just enjoy the beautiful weather that we have. And with a little bit of a shrinked equipment today, because I couldn't get my big batteries, my big boys on the plane. So, but I ordered some extra ones like 2 days before I left my house in Jersey. And I think we should be good. We should be good. We had a little bit of a challenge in the morning. I came here actually at around 10:30 in the morning here, local time, East Coast time. And we had runway 27 operations. And I was sitting in my car waiting for things to happen, waiting for things to change to runway 7, but it didn't. So I decided, okay, you know what? Let's drive over to the hotel and see if there is something possible there. I checked in, I got into my room, I confirmed that I can film actually 27 approaches from my room, from my balcony. When they changed over to runway 07 finally. So, okay, packed all my stuff, came back here and did a quick setup for the entire equipment, and here we are now finally. This is a spot actually for you guys. This is a spot where I have been plane spawning since the 90s. Imagine that. It's by the famous El Dorado furniture store. This spot is available, oh my God, since I can remember, since I don't know, since the 60s, 70s, 80s. This is a crazy good spot, and you're very close. You're very close to the cargo runway and to the cargo operations here. And we see Avianca Cargo 330 freighter coming up, and we also see LAN coming up with a 767-300. Should be a freighter because they also operate here with their regular passenger jets. We're going to see a lot of LAN planes, a lot of 767s coming here. So let's just have a good time. Let's just have a lot of fun. And by the way, before I forget, happy Thanksgiving to all of you, to all of my viewers in the US. I know we have a lot of viewers here from the US, and happy Thanksgiving. And I'm very grateful that I'm able to do this. I'm very grateful actually to have this hobby and have also the backup and the understanding of my family and my wife. If you see this, thank you very much for making it possible. I love you and I miss you, and I'll be back on Sunday. All right, so we have Bert saying, Hallo Jens, Grüße aus Düsseldorf. Greetings back to Düsseldorf, Bert. And we have Hilde, hallo Hilde. Grüße über den Teich. Und we have Elblau 1969. Have fun. Thank you, Jens. Best regards, Hagen. That must be the one and only Hagen. And we have Spitz. Hello, Jens. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. All right. Let's have a look what we have here. I'm working with a different equipment here, and you see what the problem is here already. The autofocus is gonna focus the fence here, so we have to change around things a little bit because I don't want to mess up with the autofocus, because once I do this with the camera I would be able to do it, then we might struggle with the planes on approach. Okay, we will make the best out of it. Let's go over. There's an approach right by the trees. All right, that was American Airlines with an Airbus 319. Whilst we go over to Avianca Cargo. And that flight is scheduled for Asunción, wherever this is, somewhere in South America. I don't know. And guys, that's the beauty of this airport here. We have so many flights and so many airlines that you only see here in Miami, nowhere else. I mean, Avianca Cargo, you have a chance to see it somewhere else as well, but you will see later on, it's a lot of operations from South America, from South American Airlines, and we even have a DC-8 over there. But I think I need to figure out what's going on with that beauty, with the DC-8. But I think she's here for maintenance. I'm not sure yet. I will have later someone who I can ask, who actually knows what's going on with that DC-8. But I can remember the DC-8 flew in a couple of weeks ago, and Miami was known to be the DC-8 and 707 heaven. When I came here in the 90s, Fine Air DC-8s, Challenge Air Cargo 707s, also the TriStars, that was absolutely fantastic. It was smokers heaven. I shot a lot of slides here, a lot of slides. Invested a lot in Kodak. And now here we go. And Marcus, our moderator. Marcus, hello to you. With the latest departures, and we have a next inbound. It looks like DHL 767. Right, so let's go over to Avianca. Lining up, runway 7. Yeah, that is the problem, guys. Not much what I can do. Try my best. What a beauty. The flight to Asunción. Marcus, if you can find out where this actually is, I have no idea. Freighter Heaven, Miami. And you see the skyline of Miami in the background. New Year's Eve is around the corner. That's where we will be. All right, who do we have next? We have Land Cargo. 767-300. That flight goes to Santo Domingo. All right, next freighter, Aloha Air Cargo 767-300. Back-to-back takeoffs. Here we go. Here we go. That's a flight to Kingston in Jamaica. Aloha Air Cargo. And the freighter is 24 years old. Aloha Air Cargo 767 300. You see the camera is holding up this position. Looks like. All right, cool. Let me see. What do we have next? Marcus, you had an update for the audience. Let me see. Next departures. We saw Avianca Cargo 330-200 to Ascunion. That's in Paraguay. Here we go. Aloha Air Cargo 767-300. Boeing converted freighter BCF to Kingston in Jamaica. And we expect, no, we already saw Latam Cargo 767-300 BCF. All right, good. The cargo lux, what we see here on Flight Radar, that plane came in at around 120-ish. So that freighter could go back or could proceed. We have DHL here. No, that's the one that came in. Okay. All right. And we also have now on the radar Aerolíneas Argentinas. Let's see. Hopefully we will see that one going out and leaving. So far we have here Flight to Sky, Airbus i320-200, Lima Zulu, Mike Delta Kilo, Bulgarian registration. Here we go. Coming in just a few minutes here on the cargo runway, on runway 7, on approach. Marcus, thank you. And we hope that there is no train coming here. As you see the train tracks, let me show you the train tracks. And as I pan slowly for you guys. This is the other side. So when there's a train coming, you know, people sitting on the tracks, it's unbelievable. That's an active railway. That's an active track. So when trains are coming here, when they pass, that's okay. That's no problem. But when they stop, that's a problem. All right. Let's get Flight to Sky from Cuba. Okay, so the traffic will not be as heavy or as intense as we are used to see it in JFK, in Chicago. That was also one of my options, by the way. Chicago was also one of my options. But when you check the weather, it's bitter cold over there. It's bitter cold at the moment. Should be below freezing point tomorrow. And it's definitely too cold. So it's less frequent traffic here, and apron activities are not possible if it's not cargo. So in this case, we're a little bit limited, but let me tell you, the variety of planes that you can see here, especially from South America, and the freighters, especially the freighters. We see here DHL 767 coming up. That's going to be our next departure. this is what makes the difference. And it's well worth waiting a few more minutes for something to come in or something to depart. And that's why we all love this spot here so much, and for decades we love this spot, because whatever you get here is something you don't see at many other airports. But I mean, of course, look, Miami is a hub for American Airlines. It's one of their bigger hubs, and so of course we also see a lot of American Airlines planes and operations here in Miami. But still, there's so much variety here with airplanes you don't see very often somewhere else. So this is what makes it so interesting. In Belt, Condor from Frankfurt, blue striped, stock landing in 1 hour and 22 minutes. Thank you, Belt. We actually arrive a special guest. We expect to arrive a special guest in that Condor 330-900 Neo that's coming in from Frankfurt. That's actually a guy I know since the 90s. He actually dragged me to my very first spotting location outside of Germany. Question to you guys, can you guess where was my first spotting location, in which country and which airport? I give you a hint. It was not Europe. You have to look a little bit farther. Can you figure it out? What was my first spotting location outside of Germany? And Marcus is asking, do you have the opportunity to film the approaches to runway 12? Let me see, let me show you what's actually possible. Let me show you. Yes, but they are very far away. That's what's possible. That's with full 600 millimeters, Marcus. That's all the way zoomed in. So for a larger plane, it should look better, but this is what we get. Fully zoomed in. Here we go. Yep, a front opening 747 cargo legs. So guys, where do you think was my first spotting location outside of Germany? You have to go east. You have to go east, and it's not in Europe. Marcus says the Delta 321 came from New York. From New York JFK. Obviously, well, here, American 737-800 passing by. I will keep this as a secret, where was my first spotting location outside of Germany, until we welcome here our special guest from Germany. I'm sure a lot of you airplane spotters are familiar with his name. Maybe some of you are friends with him on Facebook, maybe you know him in person. And he's doing this for a long, long time. He's lately into helicopters. So most of his aviation action, what you see, is helicopter based. All right, that's DHL 767-300 registration. Hotel Papa, that's Panama, 3310 Delta Alpha Echo. And that flight is heading to Buenos Aires in Argentina. There she goes. And now straight over Miami Beach. Heading right. Going south. All right, guess I'll cancel this sound real quick. I need to grab a water bottle. Bear with me, I will be right back. All right, Marcus with our next landings. Marcus, our moderator, thank you. We have American 737 MAX from Austin, Texas. Estafeta Cargo 737, special freighter from Cancun in Mexico. DHL 767-300 from Santiago. Latam Cargo 767, another one from Bogota. And American Airlines 321neo from Cancun in Mexico. And next departure will be Atlas Air 747-400, 24 years old, to Rio de Janeiro. Can see her, let me see. Yep, I see her on Flight Radar, but I cannot see her taxiing out of the cargo area yet. So most of the cargo planes are tucked away into a cargo area, so that the cargo looks what you see here. That's the closest you can get. And I'll show you here, these are just the planes that you can see that are basically parked in the front sector of the cargo area. But the taxiway goes all the way in, and we don't see the planes that are parked in there. And Roland, ich komme mit der Draisine vorbei. Come over. We're gonna check out Havana 1957 tonight or tomorrow. See what's going on there. Roland, welcome. So Roland is my guy. We will celebrate New Year's Eve together with our ladies in Miami Beach, or at Miami Beach at Havana 1957. That's where we have reservations. Excited, Roland? Excited? Huh? I am. I certainly am. And I'm hungry. All right, next arrival. Coming in. Let me try if I can get you something to see. No, you can't see it. Yeah, you can see. Can you guess what this is? Not the fence. Can you guess what's behind the fence? Let me see if there's something what I can do. What is on the right hand side of this Latam 767? Look at that. Look at that. It's a DC-8. When I was coming here, I was shocked. I was shocked to see actually a DC-8. It looks like it's an active one. She might wait for maintenance, or whatever it is, but we will know later, because our special guest that arrives later, he knows why this DC-8 is here, and hopefully when this DC-8 will leave Miami. So that's a special one. All right, where is Atlas? Can see, yep, now I can see the tail right behind the cargo lux. Atlas is creeping out of the cargo ramp. And we have a few more guests in the chat. Hello Gisela. Hello Jürgen. Hey Roberto. Hey Mike. Welcome to Planes and Friends, to this Miami edition on Thanksgiving, and also happy Thanksgiving to you and your families. I hope the turkey is in the oven. I hope you will have a fantastic Thanksgiving with your families and your loved ones. I'm missing my family right now up in Jersey. Not sure if they have the TV up and running, but yeah, I don't have many opportunities. That's the point. I don't have many opportunities during the year because from Monday to Friday, right? I have work, and so that's why I use these kind of opportunities to get some blade spotting in. 767-300 coming in. That was Latam cargo, still in the old land cargo colors. That was flight. What's the flight number? There was flight 1506 from Bogota in Colombia. And there's a lot of Latam operations here, guys. A lot of Latam operations. So that's the place where you will see Latam passenger planes, the 320s, the NEOs, right? Also the CEOs. You will see the 767s, the passenger versions, and the freighter versions. And you also see here and then a Dreamliner, but next arrival, DHL 767-300. Lots of cargo operations going on. That was DHL flight 1560 from Santiago to Chile. With registration Hotel Papa 3810 Delta Alpha Echo. 11 years old. One of the younger 767s. As we see here in the background, still Atlas Air waiting to come out of the cargo ramp. Looks like we're getting a lot of Runway 7 landings at the moment. And I'm sure it's going to get more when we approach the 4 o'clock time. So next arrival here on Runway 7 will be American Airlines Flight 1102. If my flight radar wouldn't show me something that's completely irrelevant. From Cancun in Mexico, that's a 321 Neo. In just a few seconds. And Detlef. Hi everyone. Hello Detlef. And Marcus says, no, Jens is alone in Miami. Yes, I am. I only help as good as I can from home. Marcus, you help as always. You know that. It's much appreciated. That was a Latam, a 320-200, a CEO classic engine option. Whilst we see here Atlas Air coming out of the cargo ramp. And that's Atlas Flight 45 to Rio de Janeiro. Let's see if there's anything what I can do here. Can't override the autofocus, but it is what it is. That's a 747-400, 24 years old. Passing by the Cargolux 747-400, which the nose is closed and the gate is closed. So there could be good chances that this Cargolux is gonna leave later today too. And that Atlas Air is wearing the registration November 450 Papa Alpha. That means that that used to be a Polar Air cargo plane. Polar Air, not Polar, Polar Air. A former Polar Air plane. Or livery. Actually, guys, real quick, there was one of the airlines, Global X. I think it's coming in from Cuba. I'm not sure. That's one of the airlines that I was telling you only see here. Sorry, back to the Queen. Back to the Queen. Yeah, belts, that's right. These temperatures here are a dream. Next arrival, 767-300 freighter, another Latam cargo. Yeah, Anyana, these temperatures only in the living room. but I bet it's not as humid. It's pretty humid here, actually. Let's see what this one is real quick. This is top 330-900 Neo from, is it from Lisbon? Keep me honest here. The jumping picture is the stabilizer of the camera, actually, guys. Nothing what I can do, because we need the stabilizer. We indeed do. And Fluggesellschaft. Hallo Thomas, good evening, nice views at Miami. Die Lage? Wie ist die Lage? It is warm, it is beautiful. Now they have the correct runway, the runway we actually need, right? The 7. And let's get and catch Southwest Airlines flight 663 from Austin, Texas. Coming in right now. That was flight 663 from Austin, Texas, Southwest Airlines. Whilst we are waiting for the Queen to line up, runway 7, flight to Rio de Janeiro. Whilst I cannot see her anymore on Flight Radar. She disappeared. There she goes, off to Rio de Janeiro. To the Copacabana. All right, there she goes, Anya, there she goes. You love the engine sound? Well, I'm actually operating here with the downsized equipment, but I'm under the impression the sound is really decent. So I'm surprised. I'm using just a lavalier microphone going into my box here, but it looks like it's pretty decent. So when you ask, Jens, where are you? Where do you plane spot here in Miami? There are a lot of positions here because that's a traditional plane spotting airport since the 60s. So I came here the first time late 90s, I would say, late 90s, the first time at the cross of the two runways over there, and they are still from the airport holes for your camera in the fence. Yes, it started in Fort Lauderdale, where they are super spotter friendly. They were like back in the days in Fort Lauderdale at the parking area by the taxiway. There was even like the ATC blasting from the speakers. It was phenomenal. And then here the airport authority also installed holes for your lens, for your camera, like in Zurich in Switzerland, like when you're familiar with the situation in Zurich, Switzerland, right? It's the same that we have here. Just for filming, for video, of course we can use it, but that's a very spotter-friendly airport. It's a great airport that offers a lot of variety in a lot of different airlines. I mentioned it before with airlines. Sometimes you don't see outside of Miami, right? Especially the flights to Cuba. So this is that's why we love Miami. Just of the variety of the airplanes, a lot of cargo operations too, and we have a DC-8 sitting there on the ramp, right? We would like to know what's going on with that DC-8. So not the busiest runway per se, not as busy as my streams from JFK or from Chicago, right? It's a lot. There's a lot more traffic, a lot more filler traffic as well with Delta, because it's a big Delta hub. Here it's less filler traffic. We also don't have views on the taxiway, on the apron, but what we see here is really amazing, and it could be really rare. And we have Rank Up Aviation. Hello there. Yeah, Thomas, I mean, quite frankly, yes, absolutely. And even like spotter unfriendly experience when you know you're on the right side of the law. But it's all about how you handle it, right? It's all about if you are cooperative, how you deal with it, how you cope with it, and there's always a solution for everything, as long as you talk to each other. Next arrival. This is Volaris, flight 790 from Mexico City. And then we have on the north of this airport, I can still remember the 90s when the first thing in the morning that you did is what like driving to these little gate areas to see what arrived overnight. There was no flight radar back then. So cell phones, yeah, I had one, but no internet. Not even text messages in the beginning possible, and if it was possible, it was super expensive. So we literally woke up in the morning, and sometimes with a nice surprise, with something that came in overnight, because a lot of hotels are also located on the north side of the runway. And Actually, there was a corner with the nickname the Corrosion Corner because there were a lot of props, Condor 580s, Electras, and DC-3s, and there was one hurricane that came through and damaged everything that was sitting nicely stored at the Corrosion Corner, and that was the moment when they started cleaning up that particular area of the runway. So it was fantastic. You had old 727 stored there, old 737-200 stored there. It was simply fantastic. So there's also a lot of maintenance going on here in Miami. So you see a lot of airlines, especially from South America, bringing, and also from Africa sometimes, right? Bringing their airplanes here for maintenance. Also, I guess if memory serves me right, please keep me honest here, John Travolta's 707 was here for quite a long time until until he made a decision that it doesn't make really sense anymore to fix their plane because the corrosion is so massive that they decided to, I think they flew her out, right? She's not here anymore, but there's a lot of maintenance going on here. All right, what do we have in the chat? Spitz says, next to airlines arriving, I have never seen before. Fly to Sky and Cargo. Oh, Cargo Jet is nice. Cargo Jet is a Canadian cargo operator. That's a Canadian airline, actually. But Fly to Sky, I think that's what you were talking about. Here we go, 767-300 coming in. That was Cargo Jet. And next arrival here on runway 9 will be American Airlines flight 1900 from excuse me, I gotta butcher that name. Providenciales. So lots of good memories. I think, I don't know how many thousands of K-64 slides I shot here in Miami. Or still the DC-8s, the 707s, the TriStars, the DC-10s. They lasted the longest here, actually, in Miami. Fine Air, Challenge Air Cargo, you name it, it was fantastic. Sorry guys, it was for the good old memories, for sharing these memories, but it was a great time. We had a great time here, and it's still like on my left hand side there are two spotters with their cameras shooting pictures, right? So this place still attracts a lot of people. And actually the special cats that we expect with the Condor in about an hour, stays here for 12 days. 12 days spotting, not just Miami, he's also a lot into helicopters. Thomas, you're friends with him on Facebook? So yeah, let's see. and also around this time you get beautiful sunlight. November, I would say between November and late February, you have sunlight here that is an absolute dream. And you're pretty close here to the runway. So you might see that my lens, I cannot further zoom out. That's all what I can zoom out. So you're actually pretty close here to the runway. So overall, a great experience. All right, Marcus with the next arrivals, the next 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you, Marcus. American Eagle 175 from Governor's Harbor. That's on the Bahamas. Global X Cargo from San Juan in Puerto Rico. Global X Cargo. Never seen that one. See? That's good. And Spitz says a 35-year-old 737 from Havana. Is that the Global X Cargo? Could be, right? It's coming in shortly. Oh, the sun is so shallow, guys. I'm struggling with getting the information out of my iPad. Try my best here. And hi, HB Hagen. On the 12th, on December 16th, my girlfriend is also in Miami. Need to check how Dave the airport is. Okay. Do you mean like the time difference? That's also 6 hours. Same as New York. And Thomas says American Airlines 737-800 from Havana. That was the last flight we saw, I guess. Flight time 46 minutes. Actually, yeah. There is when you take the road trip, it's about realistically 3 hours from Miami down to Key West. That's where the most southern point of the United States is. And from there to Cuba, that's not far. And actually at Key West Airport, fun fact, there's a Cuban Antonov 26 stored there. I don't know if it's still stored there, but it used to be there for I don't know for how long, for 15, 20 years, that once got hijacked. Get that once got hijacked and forced to land in Key West. It's a Cubana, Antonov 26, I guess. I saw her a couple of years ago, because usually when we are here in Miami, we always take a road trip down to Key West. It's simply beautiful down there. A lot of Cuban flair, really nice. So Miami offers a lot more than you know, for us plane spotters than just the airport. Of course, that's the main attraction for us. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to do. But if you're also into sightseeing, there's a lot more what you can do here in Miami. And Becky Davies, how are you today? That's for Thomas. Becky, so how are you today? Hope you're doing fine. Happy Thanksgiving to all of my American viewers. Hope you enjoy your day. And I hope you're grateful for a lot of things, right? A wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. I guess the turkey's in the oven. When you start eating 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, that's usually turkey time. Followed by passing out completely. I don't know what it is, but everyone, right, I know who ate turkey completely passes out after. So that's fun. That's fun. Next arrival will be an Embraer 175 from American Eagle. It's flight 3622 from Governor's Harbor. And that's a 42, well, let's say 45 minutes flight in just a few seconds. Can someone check how far out we are with the Condor? And Marcus says Atlas 747-400, white yellow. Yep, that one came in about 2 hours ago. To Manaus, Brazil, in push, behind the cargo locks. Yep, confirmed. Can see her. Thank you, Marcus. So I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. This is when Jens got up. 3 o'clock in the morning. I left the house at 3:30. I drove with the entire equipment to Newark Airport. I had to check in a lot of luggage, so that's why I thought it might be beneficial to have a little bit more time. So I checked in all my luggage, and then my JetBlue flight left at 6 o'clock to Fort Lauderdale. So it's going to be a long day, but it's going to be a fun day. So basically we have the afternoon left, and around 5:30, I guess, this is when we will see sunset. So I'm planning to go a little bit into the night here. Let's see how this one goes. I've been told that the area here is not the safest at night, but we are close to a main street, so I don't know why this shouldn't be safe. We'll find out. We will find out. And Becky, you are marvelous. Good to hear. Good to hear. So am I. Thank you, Becky. And if you're new here, please feel free to leave a like and a subscribe. It helps the channel growing. Thank you so much. And Atlas being pushed. And behind, that's no rainbow, guys. That's the tower. That's Miami Tower. Tomorrow, if I can make it work, I will add ATC to it. It was too hectic today, but tomorrow, if I can make it work, I will try to add ATC to it. For that, I actually need an adapter so I can charge my iPad and get the signal at the same time. And Bert asks, Jens, how long was the flight time from New York to Miami? So it's usually about 2.5 hours. You always see on their ticket about 3 hours because that's block time, right? From off block to on block. But the flight time is about 2.5 hours, so that's not too bad. And the good thing is, like, Fort Lauderdale, it's not far away. That's just half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, depending on traffic, north of Miami. So that's another major airport. Mostly domestic traffic, right? A lot of traffic also from Canada, because Fort Lauderdale is also a famous holiday destination for a lot of people in the country. So just 20-30 minutes north, you have another great opportunity to fly in, and it was quite a significance in difference, like in price difference. Just talking about the Canadians, right? Here they come with Rouge. $321, and it was quite of a price difference between flying with JetBlue to Fort Lauderdale compared to Miami. There was a $300 price difference, and I had to book the higher class because of all the luggage that I have here. That's why I decided to book. I didn't even book like business class or something, because on this type JetBlue does not offer the Mint business class, but it was the most expensive ticket, because it basically covered all the luggage fees and everything what you want, seat reservation and the whole 9 yards, the whole shebang. So quite a difference, and only half an hour drive. All right, we are waiting for the 747 to move. No, I don't get any data from Flight Radar. Peeled banana. And Marcus says on final, just missed it, Marcus, sorry. There was Virgin Atlantic 330-900 from London. There are a lot more Europeans coming. I actually also got one of my 747-200 flights here to Miami from Paris with Air France. And John says, hi John, by the way, welcome back. Fort Lauderdale has a lot of cruise ship guests from Canada. That's absolutely right. Spot on. And I see another pushback. Could this be Ethiopian 777? It looks like Ethiopian 777 is coming up, guys. I just see it all the way in the distance, right behind, right on the left. Yep, that's Ethiopian Airlines coming up. That should be 777. And good evening, Ella. Greetings from Düsseldorf. Greetings from Miami. Greetings from Miami. Well, my flight radar has gone dark on me. All right, let's restart this thing. Still connected. Guys, if your flight radar works, mine isn't at the moment. Can't get any flight information out. Whilst we see Ethiopian Airlines 777 being pushed. And that's going to be a flight to Liège in Belgium. It might be the 777 that came in at around 1 o'clock, and then there was already an Ethiopian 777 freighter leaving at around 1:30. So they are pretty busy here. I think they all come from South America. There's a lot of operations, a lot of traffic coming from South America. Guys, that's a 737-400. Here in Miami, they're still out there. And Detlef, €5.99. Thank you very much. Thank you for your stream, but I have to leave now. I have to get up very early in the morning. Detlef, thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. And I hope to see you again. And Delta 757 is on approach. Thanks, Thomas. 7 minutes out. Well, sorry guys. Let me... Oops. I was about to knock over my equipment here. Get the vibes, guys. Get the Miami vibes. Guys, something really special real quick. That's a Condor 580. Still active. Only here in Miami. A Condor 580. Now back to 747-400. Right. Over to Ethiopian cargo. Back to Liège in Belgium. All right, that was Ethiopian 777 back to Liège in Belgium. And guys, look, what do we have here? Cargolux pushback. Well, let's grab the one on approach. Action. All right, what do we have here? Goal. Only in Miami. 737-800. And back to the Queen. So guys, at the moment I don't have flight radar. I think my hotspot volume might be exhausted from my phone. So I have to think of something. For tomorrow it's no problem. I have a solution for tomorrow, but I need a solution right now. Let me see what we can do here. So can someone please keep me posted about the Condor 330-900 from Frankfurt? That would be great. I might have overlooked it. Sorry for that. Condor in 15 minutes. Thanks, Marcus. And John says, Ringelsock close to Pompano Beach. Pompano Beach. All right, good. Good. We want to have that one. So hopefully my flight radar comes back, because I can see some operations. So it's weird. That's really weird. And Marcus with more arrivals. American 737 from Havana, United 737-800 from Houston. And we continue with Americans 737 MAX 8 from Los Angeles, and Copa 737-800 from Panama City. Thanks, Marcus. All right, Americans 737-800. I just can't see right now where she comes from, but hopefully my flight radar comes back. Let me just check on my phone real quick. Yep, there I have. Okay, then I might have to check the data volume. So that 747-400, what we see here, will go to Houston in Texas. That's the 747-400. Lima X-Ray Echo Charlie Victor. Then we have another Global X cargo from Kingston in Jamaica coming in over there. All right, American. And we have next inbound. Oh, it's back-to-back arrivals. Copa Airlines 737 MAX 9 from Panama City. That's a 2 hours and 25 minutes flight in just a few seconds right here. Okay guys, you have to keep me posted with Condor, please. And Sarah says, hello Kerosinis from Germany. Hi Sarah. Sorry guys, microphone, I know. I need to get a longer cable actually for this microphone. Alright, Condor takes the route via South Miami. That's good. That's actually good, Thomas. I mean, she could come here on runway 7. Whilst Cargo Lux is still waiting for the next arrival. Condor is flying around the airport and will make an approach from the south, which means they will land on 09. Let's see. South could also mean here on the 7. Oh, now it's absolutely beautiful here. It's around, I would say, in Celsius for my European guys. I would say like 25 degrees, 26 degrees. A light breeze, you might hear it on the microphone. Absolutely fantastic. And only 2.5 hours by plane north, around freezing point. And in Pennsylvania, snow. In upstate New York, snow. Well, no thank you. Next arrival. I think Cargo Lux will be ready after this one. Sorry guys, I can't see currently what's going on with Flight Radar. I jump back and forth between the chat on YouTube. Cargo Lux lining up. All right, cargo log 747 400. Yeah, right in front of me. John says 2816 feet per minute. She is empty. Wow. All right. Cool. DRW inbound before Condor American 737 MAX 8 from, was it Curacao? And BA King 380, rare for me to see those colors. Yes, they should be on arrival too. They bring him here to Miami. That's awesome. And we have a go around. Condor go around 330-900. Look at that, go around. 241. Go around. Here we go. The last go around I saw was Lufthansa 350-900 in Chicago at night. That was a cool one too. All right, here we go again. But the good thing is they come here on runway 7. Hilde, blaue Ringelsocke. Das stimmt, das stimmt. Ella, extra round, yes. John English again. Fluggesellschaft, Thomas, Condor missed approach. Absolutely. It was just, it was too close to pan over and film and too high, so I couldn't catch her. But I'm pretty sure that you also heard it on the microphone. Which I have to find a solution later on for that one because the cable is way too short. I guess the sound is good. That's what I've heard in the beginning. Sound is good, but I have to get like an adapter. Maybe I have to go to Best Buy later on and see what I can get. But guys, do you know what actually makes me freaking out? I'll show you what makes me freaking out. I mean like freaking out. This thing here. That's green for, I don't know, for the whole day. And usually when this is green, this also means a train is not far. Keep fingers crossed. I want to stream a little bit into the night. Keep fingers crossed that we will not see a train today. That is the last thing what we could use here. Or what we want. Okay, Condor go around. BA King from London, 29 minutes out. Yeah, Thomas, green light, train comes, exactly. Green for train spotting. I have never had one visit to Miami where there was not a train or carts of the train parked here at this spot. So let's stay positive, right? Keep fingers crossed. It's not gonna happen, but it's an active track. No, I'm not on the track. I am maybe 5 meters, around 5 yards away from the track. But Thomas, I can show you something. There are people that are on the track. Well, they like the adventure, I guess. They like the adventure. No, we are on the side. So even when the train passed, yes, the train would be very close. I mean, like very close. I could almost touch the train. This is how close. But we're safe. No worries. We are safe. Guys, I have no idea if there's also a train app or something where train spotters know about what's coming or not, if they just stand there and wait what's coming, what's passing by. I don't know. I have no idea. Like something like Moderator. Maybe we have train spotter experts here. Christmas train, Sarah. Yes. Sarah, that's actually really weird. You're sitting here in 28 degrees, like this is how warm it was in the afternoon, 28 degrees Celsius. A little bit humid. It feels like you're in the Caribbean. But you turn on the radio and there's Christmas music. So that's a little bit off. It's a little bit weird. But yeah, it's cool. It's definitely cool. I will have the cold air, the slush, the snow, the wind, whatever, on Sunday when I come home, and around midnight I will return home. So I actually took an 8 o'clock flight, 8 p.m. flight. I hope that most of this Thanksgiving travel will be over by then, and that also gives me hopefully a full day still on Sunday to live stream actually here from Miami. And I have a great opportunity from my room. I was telling Marcus earlier, I'm able actually, when they are on the 27th, I'm able to live stream from the balcony of my room. So how cool is that? More to come. It just didn't work out earlier, right? Because the room wasn't ready. That's American Airlines 321 Neo. Xmas music, yeah, exactly, John. Xmas music and air conditioner on. That's exactly how it was today. And is this Condor? No, that's ETA. Here we go. Welcome. ETA. Very welcome, actually. Very welcome. $339. And there she goes. All right, another approach here on the 7. It's so close here. That's absolutely beautiful. Not like in New York where you are 500 miles away from the runway. This here is absolutely great. All right, next arrival here on 7. Could be another 737. Another American, looks like. All right, where is Condor? Guys, keep me updated. Where is Condor? John says Iberia on 12. Over there. Got her. Thank you. All right, that was Iberia. Condor after next Alaska from Seattle. All right, thank you. Thank you, John. So I guess that's Alaska. From Seattle in Washington State on the West Coast, on the Pacific Northwest. Let me guess, 5 hours and something? Condor is coming. All right. You can see here around the tree is in the way a little bit. John says, yep, 5 hours. All right. I mean, I already was like, I was happy when I could leave the Airbus 320 after 2.5 hours in the morning. I mean, I was in 1C, so only the wall was in front of me. Thank God no passenger with a seat, you know. That's what you don't like. But after 2.5 hours, guys, I was happy to leave the plane. So 5 or 6 hours on the 737 or on the 320 or on these 220s, right? Marcus, you said Air Baltic has a pretty long route with the 220s. No, thank you. Absolutely not. And let's catch Condor. Let's catch Thomas, but that's another Thomas who is coming in, who's flying in from Munich. Here we go. Team Stripes. Young plane, 4.5 years, Anya. Absolutely. Blue white is my favorite, actually. Blue and white is my favorite from Condor. I was also a little bit leaning towards the red white, but it's actually the blue white. And I'm not so much a blue guy, so the green, nah, not really. Not really, but the blue one is really nice. All right, let's check on my phone. Flight radar, what do we have? What do we have next? Nothing on approach at the moment. We have American Eagle flight 3970, operated by Envoy. That's an Embraer 175 coming from Cozumel. That's an hour and 7 minutes. And then we have on the northern runways, here we go, American flight 605 from LaGuardia in New York on the 737-800. But that's a candidate for the northern runways. And then we have a wide-body 777-200 American flight 9604 coming in from London Heathrow. 777 on a 9 hours and 5 minutes flight, but that's also most likely going in on the 09. Then I see on Flight Radar a 737-400 descending. So that could be also one of the flights from Haiti or Dominican Republic. And guys, by the way, in the mornings we have Mad Dogs here, MD-80s or MD-82s. They still fly here. In the morning, I saw 3 of them. Within 2 hours, 3 of them. So not so much now in the afternoon, but I saw them in the morning. So that's going to be interesting. Tomorrow, weather is going to be beautiful, blue skies. That's the forecast for tomorrow. Saturday, overcasted, but no rain. That's okay. Sunday, chance of rain, like 40%-ish, I would say. Let's see how we can handle that one. Maybe we have a chance to get some 2 or 3 hours in. That's the plan, that's the goal. Before, on Sunday, I will head out to the airport at around, I would say, 4 o'clock. That's where I want to leave, 4 o'clock to the airport. So I will be there by 5, checking in all the luggage, eat something, I want to sit down and eat something. So I'm a big fan of, like, when you have a meal that you sit down and eat. Also with the family, it's always great to sit down and have a meal. I'm not so much a takeout guy. I love to sit down and you have time, you have a good conversation. That's actually what I prefer, and that's the plan for Sunday. And she said the new pink one is also nice. I think that's the breast cancer awareness livery, right? Keep me honest here. And John says Qatar 350-1000, the big boy from Doha in 20 minutes. And Marcus says British Airways 380 in 15 minutes now at Pompano Beach. Sometimes that's also a candidate here for the cargo runway. I've seen them a lot of times coming in here on the cargo side. So keep fingers crossed. Usually, yes, they go over to the northern runways, but it's not unusual to see the 380 here over at the cargo side. So keep fingers crossed, guys. Hopefully we'll have that one a little bit later. The King. Oh, it's such a beautiful afternoon. Oh my God, it's awesome. I mean, I wear a long sleeve shirt, like for sun protection, right? I still had to put sunscreen on because I burn in the shade. That's how I am. I burn in the shade, so I have sunscreen on. So because I want to be here for you and with you together until Sunday, and enjoy these 4 days and basically max out the few opportunities I have. I have worked from Monday to Friday. There's not much what I can do. There's actually nothing what I can do, right? And I enjoy what I do. I love my job. I really do. That's what I really do. So I don't look at at the clock. I don't check the hours. Nothing. And it's always late. It's always late. So I'm working late, but then whenever I have the opportunity, like on a longer weekend or something, that's for me the opportunity to actually get some plane spotting in and together with you. Düsseldorf, 5 degrees. I'm sorry, not much what I can do. That's, you have to stick with it. Blades and friends, nice weather too. Doesn't look like winter around the corner. Hell no. Really, like when I was younger, yes, of course. I loved the winter, I loved the snow. Put the skis out, you know, put the bobsleigh out and everything. It was fantastic. But I mean, like back in the 70s, I mean, this is where I grew up basically, you know, and in the early 80s, we still had winters. We still had snow in Germany. So you know, we had the weather where you could, you know, take your skis or your bobsleigh and, you know, you enjoy a Sunday afternoon doing that. Nowadays, not so much anymore, I guess, right? And I'm over it. I'm really over it. I mean, I might enjoy like a good, nice, snowy Saturday or Sunday. Also, I love to go to the Mount Zugspitze. That's one of my most favorite areas in Germany, and enjoy snow up there and the snowy mountains and everything. That's like a 3.5 hours ride from where my house is in Germany. That's a beautiful area, by the way, Mount Zugspitze. I know my wife, my daughter, they were there. They loved it. It's absolutely beautiful. A nice restaurant up there. I think it's on the Austrian side of the mountain, with Apfelstrudel. Oh, no, I can't dream of it because I can't have it. There's no Apfelstrudel here, unfortunately. Right. And Ella says, your plane spotting stream is like summer holiday for me. Ella, thank you. Thank you. "5 degrees, like fridge." John, that's absolutely right. That's what it is. And now we get the golden Miami sunlight. What do you always have here? That's so fantastic. British 380 looks like he is on the way to runway 12. This plane comes in with a 1 hour delay. Let's go over to the American 777. Coming in from London Heathrow. All right. Let's keep fingers crossed that we hopefully see this DC-8 leaving until Sunday. That would be absolutely amazing. I'm not sure if this is the last active DC-8. I'm not sure if there's another one active at the moment. It doesn't matter which version. But it's always great to see them around. British 380 in 7 minutes. And Ella, Apfelstrudel bei Hilde, delicious. Absolutely. Oh, my mouth is watering, guys. And in New Jersey, they are having the turkey in about an hour. wonder if this flight would have no call sign. Marcus, can you check if this flight has a call sign? Yeah, Spitz. I think that was the one, right? Was it a 400? Yeah. Usually this company operates flights to a special place. Let me think about how I say that. From a special place in Cuba. I think that should be enough for you to know. Yeah, let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. John says the Sky Cargo DC8. Okay, yeah, absolutely, John. That's the one you see. Let me see. Let me see. Here, this one, John. That's the DC8. That's the Sky Cargo one. I know she's sitting here for a longer period of time, but yeah, that's her. And Marcus, with the latest updates, some more landings expected on 9 American 737-800 from San Juan in Puerto Rico, American Eagle, Embraer 175 from Key West. Here we go. Avianca 320, Neo Medellin. Awesome. Special colors from Colombia. And Aviana R320 Taka Retro from Bogota in Colombia. Awesome. And Marcus says the DC-873 freighter Jens showing us was landed only 22 days ago from Roswell. That's, yeah. I think I remember that I saw a picture from a spotter here in Miami, picturing it. No age or further information shown. A380 comes to your runway. Absolutely amazing. Cool. Spitz says an A380 go around would be nice. Oh yeah, can you imagine the sounds? Oh my god, that would be fabulous. Fabulous. That would be fabulous. The king is 2 minutes out. Perfect. Thank you. Bislal Tadele. I hope I don't butcher your name. I apologize. And King after this one from Key West. Awesome. Okay. So we're on the lucky side today. That's really cool. All right, it's time for me to have a sip of water. Three bottles down, guys. Well, Marcus, the 380 went around. Are you sure? Oh wow, Mr. All right. I haven't heard anything. Maybe he's trying again. Well, the wind is actually has calmed down to a point where I can barely feel anything. So. And Marcus says, Spitz, you want to go around, you gotta go around. Right? I don't even know that, like, the sequence, if the sequence was off, but I mean, it's not much going on here at the moment on this runway. Thomas, yes, it actually just went around. But without me seeing it, I haven't even heard it, this thing. So keep fingers crossed that the 380 hopefully will come back. Hopefully it's going to come back. Four inbounds on runway 9. The Qatari, I see Qatari too on my other phone. We have another, no, the Latam 767 took off, so that's not something we can get here, but we'll get the Avianca, the 320 Neo from Medellin. That's a 3 hours flight. Qatari is coming here, 350-1000, the big boy. The next inbound is going to be American Airlines flight 1494 from San Salvador. Alright, the next inbound is going to be Avianca 320 Neo from Medellin in Colombia. And after that one, next inbound is going to be another Avianca, but with a Taka Retro livery. Here we go with an A320-200 coming in from Bogota. Lots of Colombian flights. Just a few seconds out. Yes, I can remember these times in the 90s where you saw them here all over. So that's actually not too far out. Next arrival, 175 Embraer, and then behind that, again, the big boy British 380 coming in from London Heathrow. But now next arrival here is going to be American Eagle, operated by Envoy, Embraer 175 from the Valley. Okay, from the Valley. Here we go. And now we're waiting for the king. British Airways 380 Golf X-Ray Lima Echo Lima. Coming in from London Heathrow, 9 hours and 17 minutes. In just a few seconds. And then behind that, MD-83. Guys, I was just talking about it. Here we go, a Mad Dog. MD-83, November 808, Whiskey Alpha. But now let's go over A380 time, guys. Are you ready? There he is. Here we go. A380, the big boy. And now MD-83. I cannot remember when was the last time I saw an MD-83. Actually, I think before I saw one, I flew in one with Delta. That might be my last MD-80 something flight. And also the last time I saw an MD-80. After that, not so much anymore. MD-83 might be the bigger star of the day. Could be possible. Could be possible. And Debbie, what a big boy. From 1990, the Mad Dog. This looks similar to a 717. Absolutely, yes. Actually, the 717, is based on the MD-80 series. So it's basically the same fuselage. It's a little bit shorter, right? More modern engines, more modern avionics, and that's the 717, or MD-90, and MD-95. Old Maddock from Varadero. Okay, all right. There she comes. The Mad Dog. The Mad Dog, MD-83, awesome. Did that happen because of the merger? The name? Yes, because Boeing acquired McDonnell Douglas. That's why the plane was renamed into Boeing 717. But it rolled out actually as MD-90 and MD-95. Awesome oldie, that's absolutely right. Not so many out there anymore. A319 with winglets looks strange, right? Looks weird. And Thomas is asking, how many pilots have an active type rating for this MD-83? $1 million question. Absolutely. That's right. And Spitz says, I have flown on a Spantax MD-83 in the 80s. I survived a lot of Spantax flights when I was young. And here we go. Qatar 350-1000 from Doha. Enjoy. Atlas Queen coming next, absolutely. Spandax. If memory serves me right, they also had 990s. Convair 990s. Isn't there a 990 or was it an 880 stored in Palma de Mallorca? Spandax, when you never know if they arrive, at what time, or at what day. Like everything could happen with Spandax, right? The good old times. And behind Lufthansa 350-900 from Munich will come Latam 777-300. Here we go. From Sao Paulo, and 787-900 from Santiago de Chile. And John says 80s, Jens. Absolutely the good old 80s. These were the times. And Spitz says, Thomas, I was too young to be afraid. And my father always had Spandax pilot. Sorry, I have to cover the Queen real quick. And this is Morris' favorite quad. I agree, mine too. I prefer the 747 over the 380. And Thomas flew fearless Spandax DC-10, DC-10 as well. Awesome. Awesome. These were the good old days. And Morris, welcome to Planes and Friends. If you're new here, please feel free to leave a like and a subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And John says heavy action. Absolutely. And HB is back. HB is back. Let me see. What is the exposure doing? Still doing good. Okay. A little bit quiet at the moment. Time for me to go back on Flight Radar, and yes, absolutely, Lufthansa 460 Delta Alpha X-Ray Lima coming in next from Munich 350-900. And I can't wait for the Latam Airlines 777-300 operated by Latam Brazil. That's going to be an amazing one. Let's go over to Lufthansa. Here she comes. Lufthansa 350-900. Beautiful skyline of Miami in the background. And Baslel says he had the opportunity to fly the Ilyushin 96 in 2019 before the lockdown. For a Soviet plane, it actually exceeded my expectations. That's very interesting to hear. How was the flight? And J Dragon asks, Jens, what's your favorite plane? That's actually the 747, but it's a Dash 8. That's my favorite plane. Just beautiful inside out. German vibes, DRW. Yes, absolutely. And Jit Geo Spatial Concept says hello. Hello, where are you tuning in? And Morris says, what's your favorite engine growl? Now, that's a really good question. I think it's the yelling and screaming from a 707. From the good old 707 with the JT3, what is it, 3? That's my favorite, the screaming. HP says, some people say that Munich is the most horrible and bad airport in whole Germany. I disagree with that. I was flying out a lot from Munich, and it actually belongs to one of my favorite airports in Germany to fly out. The most horrible ones I flew out was from Berlin, Tegel. Sorry to hurt your feelings, Thomas. With United 767-400, Berlin to Newark, Berlin Tegel. Now the airport is closed, but it was cramped. There were no bathrooms. It was quite an experience, let's say it that way. Look at that beautiful golden Miami evening light. Isn't that beautiful? And Basleal says, I was confused by the absence of overhead bins and much noisier cabin was a rare experience. Yes, I can absolutely imagine that. You're talking about the Ilyushin 96, right? Yeah, I mean, it's a plane from a different era, right? It developed from the Ilyushin 86, which is also a beautiful plane, like the Russian Airbus, right? I think this is what it can be considered. Also a really beautiful airplane. And yeah. And Thomas says, Lufthansa new seats Allegris on these North American routes, Vancouver, Toronto, Chicago, and San Francisco. No New York, no JFK. Thomas, we will actually fly on the 26th of December, Lufthansa 350-900 from Munich to Newark in business. Hopefully they have the Allegris by then. But I also like the older one. It's not a bad one, it's just outdated. But I don't think it's a bad business class by any means. And Kyle Kirby, hi Kyle, welcome to the stream from Miami, Florida. I think that Atlas Air came from LAX. That's a nice 757 Screamer from Delta. They really fly everything out of it. I don't want to say what I have on the top of my tongue. Let's say they fly everything out of them. And Latam 777 from Sao Paulo after the 757. Thank you, Spitz. Long live the 757. Absolutely. It's also a beautiful airplane. Yep. Morris says 757 has a mean engine growl. Absolutely. And Latam 787-9, I think it's 777-300, right? Keep fingers crossed. Here she comes. And Thomas says, muddy last week in Frankfurt. PT Mud. And Andreas Bowman says, hello Miami, greetings from Frankfurt. Hallo Andreas, Grüße nach Frankfurt aus dem sonnigen und warmen Miami. Now we see the contrast here in the picture between the grassy areas who are in the shade now, and we still have the beautiful golden sunlight in the background on the terminal area. So yeah, well, we make the best out of it. I just checked my exposure, still looks good, still looks fine, we're good. And HB, €5, thank you so much. Latam, my love. Soon also with the best crew also in Miami. Absolutely. I have no doubts of that. Thank you, HB. Much appreciated. Thank you. And HB said, PT Matt ist ne gute. Okay, all right. And now another Latam, I guess, 787. Here we go. It was another Latam. And Thomas says, bienvenido. Bienvenido a Miami for Katja. All right. And John says, around 8-hour flight from Santiago. Wow. All right. 8 hours. Thomas, Latam o'clock. Absolutely, you're right. Hey, thank you so much for your likes and for your subscribing of the channel. It's much appreciated. It really helps a lot. I hope we can bring some amazing plane spotting time to you today, and happy Thanksgiving to you again, to all of my viewers here in the States. I hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. It should be turkey time by now. I hope you have the turkey out of the oven, and you dig in, you enjoy, you have fun, you have a good time with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones. Happy Thanksgiving. And HB says, on December 16th, my girlfriend Katya is in Miami. Okay, all right. This is unfortunately after my time here. I'm gonna leave on Sunday. And Wes says, great stream, Jens. Thank you. Much appreciated. And John says, Latam Cargo 767 from Bogota after next. All right, it's Latam o'clock. There was American 737. What was it? Max 8. And Ella says, thank you for the great stream and have a good turkey. Well, today I don't have a turkey. Maybe later. Maybe later. Let's see if there's a restaurant open tonight. I'm waiting for my friend from Munich. He just arrived in the Condor. He paid one landing. He got two. Right? So he just texted. He is still waiting in the queue for immigration. So that's Miami always has a long queue for immigration. So it's not unusual that you stand in there for an hour or so. Been there, done that. That's nothing unusual. So yeah, let's see when he comes over. He's gonna say hello to you guys too. He's very much into helicopters actually. Helicopter action, like his dad, right? Not sure if he's watching, I don't know. So lots of helicopter action, but he said he wanna spend some relaxing days here in Miami, also taking some pictures here from the freighters and from the interesting airlines and planes that come here that you don't see anywhere else. Is it a little bit dark? Let's see what we can do here. All right, corrected the exposure a little bit. Let me know if it's too dark on your screen. All right, Marcus, next heavy inbound could be Air France 777-300 from Paris. Now 20 minutes out. And HB says Latam invasion. That's right. And Spitz says, bring me Bring me Edelweiss A340 is also inbound, so I have to stay a little bit longer. I love it. Bring me Edelweiss. You have to be an insider to know what this is. In Hilde, hallo Jens, vielen Dank für den tollen Stream. Tschüss, bis zum nächsten Mal. Goodbye. Danke Hilde und dir eine gute Nacht und liebe Grüße über den Teich nach Deutschland. Bis zum nächsten Mal. John says, next cargo 767 from Port of Spain. Oh, and Spitze Edelweiss is on the way to Cancun. Okay, all right, that makes sense because I'm not aware that Edelweiss is actually flying here. So let me see what's going on Flight Radar on my phone. So I'm away from the chat for a few seconds. We have, here we go, Northern Air Cargo 767-300 coming in from Port of Spain. That's the one, Northern Air Cargo. See, also a pretty rare one. Sometimes you can see her in LA. I think I saw her once in New York, but only during night. And here you can see these birds the day over. Here we go, Northern Air Cargo. Northern Air Cargo 767-300. The next arrival will be American Flight 1537. It's a 737 MAX 8 and coming in from Antigua. In Air France 777 in 15 minutes. HB and PC, what the heck, never seen. I think they are based in Anchorage, Alaska, but I am not sure. Thomas says, nice old bangers on this airport. Yes, that's true. That's true. This is what makes this airport so great. We see her here in the background taxiing into the cargo ramp. I think I saw her once in LA, but it was during nighttime, so. All right, Marcus with the next updates. Next arrivals, American 737 MAX 8 from Antigua. American Eagle 175 from Beef Island, British Virgin Islands. All right. An American 737 MAX 8 from Montego Bay in Jamaica. And then another American 737-800 from Liberia in Nicaragua. Here we go. It's American o'clock now. AA o'clock. And the sun now starts to set. You can see it gets darker a little bit. So sunset is actually at 5:30. So that's in a little bit more than half an hour. It's sunset here. But I want to stay a little bit longer. It's actually a beautiful night. It also looks like that our special guest here has some delay because of the immigration queues here in Miami Airport, which is nothing unusual. It's nothing unusual. It also depends on what time you arrive, with what airline, and if there are other flights in front of you that were packed, and you know, it could happen. It could happen. Entrance at Air France next 12 minutes from Paris. Do they come here on 07? All right, next arrival. And here we see Northern Air Cargo taxiing into the cargo ramp. It looks like Northern Pacific Cargo, right? But it's actually Northern Air Cargo, NAC. And Mastelon says he floated a bit now, right? A little bit. Floating down the runway. Ground effect. Bislalta identified. On what aircraft was your first ever flight? Now, let me think about. I must have been, I don't know, 11, 12 years old, maybe 10 years. It was a Yodel Robin DR400. The plane is made out of wood. The plane is made out of wood, and I know it had a Porsche engine. A Yodel Robin, it's a French built, DR400, a wooden airplane with a Porsche engine. That was my first flight ever. Must be around age 10, 11, I think so. From a friend of my dad. He owned that plane actually. So that was my first ever flight. I loved it. I loved it. It was great. It gets a little bit quiet now. Porsche power. Thomas Yodel. Yeah, it's actually pronounced, I guess, Yodel Robin. It's a French manufacturer. I'm not sure if they're still around. I think I heard that they went bankrupt. Which aircraft? Google DR400. It's a wooden airplane. No, it's not a glider. It's like a Cessna, right? Like a 4-seater plane. But it was not a Cessna, it was a French-built Yodel Robin DR400. And Elbler, I will leave now. Have a nice evening. Oh, Hage, it was you. Oh, I didn't know that. I was just assuming that it was you. Okay. Okay. I went, just pick a better name, dude. I can see you soon here in Miami. Well, you can see the skyline in the background here. Hagen, just for you. Come on. Here. Skyline of Miami in the background. Just for you. Coming soon. Here we go. Next arrival, American Embraer 175. Jens is getting tired a little bit. He woke up at 3 o'clock. I think I had like 2 hours of sleep or so last night. Not very much. I think I was too excited. Couldn't sleep really well. And Thomas, another glider on approach. All right. This used to be the home for Crockett and Tubbs. Do you remember that, the TV show from the 80s? You can actually book a tour where you go and see all the filming destinations, or locations, not destinations, locations from Miami Vice. And when I'm here in December for celebrating New Year's Eve, I'm gonna book the tour again where you pass by with a little boat by the villas in Miami Beach. And one of the villas is the villa where they taped Bad Boys 1 in it. Bad Boys 1, one of my favorite movies.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. All right, it gets darker now. That was American Airlines 737 from Liberia. And Thomas says, I play Miami Vice theme. Well, you are streaming, yes. You get the vibes, right? The Miami vibes. I mean, it's so great to come back always. I so enjoy Florida. It's my favorite state in the country, actually, and I used to live in Tampa for a little while. And I miss Florida a lot. Like, even the summers, they are like super hot, they are muggy, extremely humid. But it doesn't matter. Florida has so much to offer. It's a beautiful state. So it's a great place, definitely. Hey Thomas, if you play the trailer of Bad Boys 1, where is it a 727 going over the Miami airport sign, and the music in the background with the gold and orange lightning, that's amazing. Takia Miami, Taika Vice. And Air France is going on 12. All right, okay. It is what it is, right? But hey, we got the British 380 here, and we got Condor 330-900 here. So, and we got Lufthansa 350-900. We got Qatar 350-1000. We had a hell of a lucky day. And Thomas asked Jens, is this place safe in the dark over there. Well, some say so, some say so. Let's say it that way. I've been spotting here for over 30 years. This is how long I know this place. I mean, you know, it might have developed not to the good, but it is pretty close to the main street here. So it's not that you're literally out and about like in the woods here. It's pretty well connected to the main road here. So I think it's not that bad. And I have a friend coming up here too, so we will be 2 people, but I will not stream for too long tonight because I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning and Jens is very tired and he's also a little bit hungry and he hasn't had any turkey yet. I'm wondering if he can get some turkey today. I am not sure. So I want to take the opportunity to have dinner with my friend that's coming over from Munich, but he texted me like 15 minutes ago that he's still waiting in the queue for immigration at the airport, and then I know he has to jump on the shuttle bus and go over to pick up the rental car, and that might take a while too, and then coming over, so it might take another hour for him to come over here. So it will be around 6 o'clock, which is my goal actually. So I'm shooting for 6 o'clock here. That would be midnight your time. That's what I'm shooting for. And then tomorrow, we're gonna start early tomorrow. My plan is to start at around, not later than 9 o'clock. And tomorrow is gonna be a long stream. That's gonna be a long one tomorrow. What we see here, Air France 777-300 from Paris. All right. And Marcus, more American Airlines landing, 737 MAX 8 from Montego Bay, a MAX 8 from San Jose in Costa Rica, a MAX 8 from Punta Cana, a 737-800 from Cartagena in Colombia, and a MAX 8 from St. Martin, and a 321neo from Oranjestad. It's American hour. Thomas, he's in the Miami mood, in the Miami spirit. He found Miami Sound Machine with Gloria Estefan. Here we go. Bad Boy from 1986, where they drive over the bridge with a Porsche, with a black Porsche, with a 911. That's amazing. And next arrival here is American 777-200, or is it 300? So 300. 911 Turbo. Absolutely. That's a rare one, meanwhile, too. The 777 should only come with only the GE90s, right? And Jan says, unfortunately, I also have to go to bed. Thanks for the great stream, Jens. Have fun with all of you. Thank you, Jan. Much appreciated. Tomorrow, we will continue here. The plan is to get started at 9 o'clock, at 9 a.m. here on the East Coast. That's the plan to get started tomorrow. We will be live every day until Sunday. Tomorrow's going to be a long day. So go to bed, get some rest. Have a good night. And Marcos, Swiss 340-300 from Zurich. ITA 547, yes please. 30 minutes out. And Lufthansa 747-800 from Frankfurt. ITA 6 p.m. I think that one is delayed, isn't it? 50 minutes out. I think the Lufthansa one has delay. They usually arrive at around 3:30-ish, 4 o'clock. Here we go. And that was a 321neo from Oranjestad. And Beslal says, oh, there, the iconic Miami orange sunset. Absolutely. Or, no, let's go over here. I think that's what you mean, right? Here we go. Will you wait for the SAS 330? Depends on when the 330 is coming in. Wilhelm, do you have an arrival time? By chance? And Frontier? Felon? The Falcon livery 321 from Atlanta. All right. That was a beautiful approach. About 1 hour. Yeah, might be. Let's see. I mean, also depends on which runway, right? So I'm not sure if they all come here. I mean, today we are very lucky to see a lot of planes coming here that usually don't come here. And Debbie, Frontier have great liveries. I completely agree. Yes, I like it too, a lot. All right, next arrival is American 350, 319. It would be nice. Flight 796 from Roatan. All right, wherever this is. And then next arrival. Yeah, well, that's a hell of a flight number. Barbecue 608. Barbecue 608. Eastern Air Express 737-700 from Cap Haitien. Is it in Haiti? Interesting. Very interesting. Coming next. Never heard about that place, about that airline. Call sign Barbecue 608. Amazing. It also was quite some time when the last time saw a 737-700. Eastern Air Express?
I thought they left for...
I don't know. That's weird. From Cap Haitien. I never heard of that place.
Huh?
From Cap Haitien. Is it in Haiti? Never heard of this place.
What? Eastern?
That one, yeah. Came from Cap Haitien, wherever this is.
Years, decades ago, it was the main hub here.
Oh.
Eastern Airlines.
Eastern Airlines, yeah.
Was
Yeah. That was Eastern Air Express. I don't know what this is. And no clue.
What do the word Eastern mean?
And we also have a classic coming in about 2 minutes. Sky High Cargo 737-300. Here we go. From Havana. Flying in some more Stewies. But before that one, next arrival will be American. Flight 2321 from Puerto Plata. And now the next one is going to be a classic Sky High Cargo 737-300. That's amazing. And Spitz says, good night everyone, and see you tomorrow. Have to get up early for the last work day of the week. Also, it's payday tomorrow. Oh, okay, that's amazing. Thank you, Spitz. Thanks for joining, and have a good night. See you tomorrow. And Fluggesellschaft says great light. Absolutely. And hey guys, if you wanna give some love to the channel Fluggesellschaft, that's our partner channel over in Germany with Thomas. He's operating this channel. Please leave a like and a subscribe. He will be very happy if you do so. And again, happy Thanksgiving to all of our viewers here from the US. And Marcus has more arrivals. Sky High Cargo, yes, we saw that one. It was a classic. The American 319 from Santiago de los Caballeros, Dominican Republic. American Eagle 175. And more Americans on the way. There was a classic 737-300. Thank you, Marcus, for sharing the link for Thomas' channel. Again, please feel free to also leave him a like and a subscribe. We are all grateful and thankful for what we will be able to do on this day, or Thanksgiving Day. And I hope you guys enjoy your turkey now. It's past 5 o'clock, so it should be out of the oven. You should dig in, have a good time with your family.
It's a hobby.
Yeah.
Nice setup.
Thank you. The reflection on the planes make the scene look ever so photogenic. That's right. And we have Latam cargo coming up here. 767-300. Look at that reflection, guys, on the window. That's beautiful. Looks like it's a fire, or there's light, but it's reflection. That looks beautiful. The plane is too short, guys. And Thomas says good night. Good night, Thomas, and see you tomorrow. Have a good night. And this is Latam Cargo. Flight 1403, service to Santiago. See a lot of people here to enjoy the warm temperatures. We have next arrival will be Delta flight 2040 from Salt Lake City on the 737-900. Very busy. Very busy. All right, that was Delta flight 2040, service from Salt Lake City. Marcus, I think we will be good because when Thomas is starting to stream at 12 o'clock and I start at 9 o'clock, that will be 4 o'clock your time. I think we should be good. All right, how is the exposure doing? Oh, it's blinking and blinking and blinking. So let's adjust the ISO a little bit. ISO 3200. And possible Swiss 340 going 12. Yes, that's most likely. I think so too. See if I can see it. Nope. Not at the moment. A little bit light on inbounds at the moment. It's actually very light. Guys, we call it a day. It's I don't see anything approaching the airport at the moment. Yeah, let's call it a day. So I can maybe try to get some turkey. I hope so. I hope so. And tomorrow we will be back The plan is at 9 a.m. Keep fingers crossed that we have 09 in operations again, or still, however you wanna say it. If we have the other direction, I try to live stream from my hotel room. There's actually a little bit of a balcony, and I think I can make that work. So stay tuned. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving evening with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends, whoever you're celebrating here in the US or anywhere in the world. And we will see you guys tomorrow, bright and early. And have a good night.